And caffeine. Obviously, doctors prescribing drug dosages don't expect patients to swallow them with grapefruit juice. So that's something you should not do without consulting your doctor. But hey, want a little extra kick from your morning coffee? A grapefruit juice chaser could be just the ticket. I'm Dr. Dean Adele, CFRN Eyewitness News.
Sure, where you play them. You can play them in the parking lot. You know, you have to play the game and you have to play it well.
But it is another home playoff game for the Eskimos.
And the Oilers, a rough start, but so far no pushing of the panic button.
CFRN is due.
Okay, so what's this picture all about now?
This is Mr. Tips. Mommy, why can't Mr. Tips fly?
Well, because dogs don't have wings.
What if we made him some?
Well, we could. How about some orange wings?
Blue.
You like blue? Okay, we could do that.
It's remarkable how much you can enjoy a meal when you have a little help from a friend called Lipton.
Mommy, if Mary Ellen came from you, does that mean I came from Daddy?
Lipton pasta and sauce. Time to savor.
Walking through this wonderland, and I'll be here with you.
Everyone needs boots in winter.
And Walmart's got all kinds of brand names.
Like these Land Rovers with combination suede leather and nylon.
Lots of tender tootsies.
And lots of Canadian-made styles for kids.
Winter boots at Walmart.
Great selection, great prices.
On boots that go with everything.
This wonderland with you.
Moments like
Flavors like Belgian chocolate.
make me thrill through and through.
French vanilla.
Sweet moments like this.
Butter pecan.
It's true.
There's never been richer, creamier, more indulgent flavors. That's why Magic Moments puddings are the moments everyone wants to keep to themselves. What's your favorite?
Moments like this.
We get a lot of fishermen at Joey's Only Seafood restaurants, and a lot of fishing excuses, too. Like, oh, the fish was so big it snapped the line. Or, lost my warbling wiggler. But they keep coming back, because we have quick, friendly service and terrific value, too.
Try our 3-piece fish and chips with all-you-can-eat fries for a special price of $5.95.
Oh, and if you want to know where to catch great tasting fish, you gotta know where to look.
It's a tasty little place for seafood. Joey's Only.
Call me a homer, but even after they got killed in 4 games, I'm still thinking a homer. That means to really support the home team. Oh. Go Oilers, go!
So well in preseason action. What's going on?
Well, where do you want to start? You can start at page 1. You can read the whole book, and it all looks the same. They need more time. They're a young hockey team. They're making a lot of mistakes. They're getting rattled. Players are injured. Key players are getting injured, and it's going to be a long first half of the season, but I think things will get better.
We hope so.
I have to say that. Yeah. We're going to start talking about the, you guessed it, good evening. Well, either be great or be awful, and you can't get much worse to start this NHL season than 4 losses in a row, but at least the Oilers are giving fans something to talk about, though what many of those fans are saying isn't repeatable. It's just a drop in the bucket, but what a drop. And tomorrow it's the defending Cup champions from New Jersey. Last night in Philadelphia, the Oilers hung in through much of the 3rd period, but the wheels fell off when the Legion of Doom got on theirs. And the Edmonton Oilers were 0-4.
Well, we're starting to talk about a gorilla again, not a monkey, and that's a fact. And I think we have to try and get it off our back. I don't know if the ability to get that is going to be any easier tomorrow night than it was the night before. I think that these guys are likely got the best skating 4 lines in the game.
Uncle Dennis is taking me to the Meadowlands tomorrow to find out firsthand if Lowe's correct. Dennis Bayak then buys me wings at the Anchor Bar before the Sabres game on Wednesday night. That's our broadcast. Ron Lowe may wing it with lineup changes for Jersey. If the Devils play big guys, Paluso and Holik, then he'll dress Bonvie and DeBrusk. If the big guys don't play, Lowe says he'll opt for speed, Tyler Wright and Dean McCammond. Old Samuelson's New York Rangers at home to Jersey tonight, or the Hartford Whalers rather. First period, just more than 7 minutes in. Paul Ranheim with a shot. He gets the puck, slides out in front. It goes in off Jocelyn Lemieux. 1-0. The Rangers tied it. Then they took the lead on a power play. Pat Verbeek to Mark Messier. And that's 2-1 Rangers, and they are just beginning the 2nd period. 10 straight years for the Eskimos hosting a playoff game. November the 5th, either BC or Hamilton will come to town for round 1 of postseason. That was determined yesterday when former Eskimos pivot Steve Taylor led the Cats to a 43-14 shellacking of the once untouchable BC Lions.
To me, it's not a big deal. You know, I know it's, and I guess it's the wrong thing to say in the whole thing, because it's nice to play at Commonwealth Stadium. You know, I like it when teams come in here because I like them to come into our backyard to play. But they came in last year and beat us. So whoever comes this year, it's not going to make it any easier just because we're playing at home.
Just 2 regular season games to go, and Lancaster's juggling his roster. Safety Trent Brown returns to the lineup Thursday in Birmingham, as will Chris George and Morris Lawler. Sitting out Eddie Brown and Darian Hagan with nagging injuries, and J.P. Izquierdo gets the short straw.
I don't really look at them not being important. I think they are important. We're going to prepare for these games just like we do with any other game, but we do have to have some answers.
From the NFL, it's been 45 years since Marv Levy's missed a practice or a game, but the one-time Alouettes head coach and now longtime head coach of the Buffalo Bills has prostate cancer. Levy will undergo surgery tomorrow. He expects to be back in 3 weeks. Baseball. Cleveland Indians are a win away from a berth in the big show against Atlanta, but to win the ALCS, the Tribe will have to do it in Seattle. Albert Bell returned to the lineup last night and was almost the GOAT as he muffs a fly ball. The M's go up 2-1 in the 5th inning of play.
He's going to score. A collision with that.
But in the 6th with a runner on, Jim Thome takes Chris Bosio over the wall in right. A 2-run shot. The Indians win game 5 3-2 in the series. They lead by the same.
We've been in this position before. And like I said, after the 2 games in New York, we're down, but we're not out yet. We'll come back and play hard against them in Seattle.
The Atlanta Braves held a leisurely workout today, awaiting the outcome of the ALCS. The World Series won't begin until Saturday.
Well, our scouting has always been good. I couldn't even figure out who to root for last night, to be honest with you. I like both teams an awful lot. Both of them have a lot of pluses.
Now, by the way, if you're an Oilers fan and you hope to see the entire game Wednesday from Buffalo, then pray that the Indians win tomorrow. If the ALCS goes 7 games, we are committed. I have been for years. We are committed to showing Game 7, and our Oilers telecast will consist of the first period live, then baseball with updates from the Odd in Buffalo. So let's go Cleveland. On court, the tax scandal that's put Steffi Graf's father in jail is now costing her. GM subsidiary Opal is canceling its $1.2 million annual contract at the end of the season. Peter Graf's been accused of failing to report $35 million Darryl-like bucks of Steffi's earnings. And finally, it's Monday, it's Election Day, which means you get extra bonus. Daryl McIntyre tonight, which outside of the actual election result could be your biggest thrill of the evening. If you're like me, and I'm sure you're praying you aren't, you could use some plays of the week. Mayoral candidate John Ramsey takes up motorcycling for the Jan Reimer team. Mayoral incumbent Jan Reimer takes up motorcycling for the Bill Smith team. And you thought you'd had enough bull this election. The new mayor of Edmonton, any one of the current Edmonton Eskimos.
And he's got it for the touchdown.
Help from the forward.
Do you know what I mean?
Juno the break with 2 seconds left. Juno's got to hurry. The shot, the goal!
From our plate to you, the Dodgers' Chad Fonville really goes for it against the Reds in the division championship, and he crosses the plate too. Reed crosses the plate. He never touched the darn thing. You're out of there. The he touched him all right award. Ulf Samuelsson of the Rangers was the dirtiest player in the National Hockey League until this. He isn't anymore. Samuelsson fans were saying, "Diduck? Was it a big mistake?"
We need to find him in the first period.
No kidding.
Super Plays is brought to you by Labatt. Good Things Brewing.
You could tell it took me all of about 10 seconds to think of all of that garbage.
Well done.
Thank you.
And nice suit, by the way.
Hey, I like yours too, John.
It's a good thing we got you guys at that end. You're just not color coordinated with the rest of us at all.
Absolutely. All righty. Let's check outside, shall we, with our bookend weather forecast. All righty. Here we go. Sky Witness. Oh, boy. Fall is here. bridging on winter, and we have to vote today. Hey, listen, don't forget, get out and vote. If you haven't exercised your right, now's the time to do it. Tonight, going down to -1 with a few flurries. Tomorrow morning, cloudy and 0. Should see some sun by midday, going for a high of 6 degrees. And then for the evening, just a few clouds and 5 degrees to boot. Alrighty, what about the Peace Country? Well, they were a little cool today, going down to -4 tonight with a few flurries. Tuesday, mainly cloudy and 4. Wednesday, the same scenario, but warmer, drier air coming their way, up to 9 degrees on Wednesday. From the Peace Country, let's move on to Fort McMurray. And pretty well the same scenario there. Some flurry activity, -3 tonight. Mainly cloudy Tuesday and 3, but warming up Wednesday as this drier westerly flow starts to make things go A-OK for us. Down in the central regions, -1. A few flurries Tuesday, just a few clouds and 6 degrees Wednesday, mainly cloudy but 9. And you can tell with Sky Witness tonight we're doing the old bounce as the winds start to gust, and they were gusting earlier up to 30 kilometers per hour. Look out for fog down south for Tuesday, 15 degrees Wednesday, a few clouds and 16 degrees. How about the mountain parks in Jasper? I know a lot of people starting to think about skiing and ski swaps and that sort of thing. For tonight, mainly cloudy and 0. Tuesday, mainly cloudy and 7. Wednesday, mainly cloudy and 8 degrees. So all in all, pretty good. Let's check the weather trend. Here we go. Wednesday, 9, mainly cloudy, 7. Thursday, a few clouds, and Friday, a few clouds and 7 degrees. Alrighty, here's our cloud pattern, and you can see the main part of the disturbance moving off into Saskatchewan. A little bit of a ridge of high pressure up through here, going to bring us the sunshine, a little bit of sunny periods tomorrow, and then another disturbance moving in from the Pacific. And listen, let me take just a quick mention, if I can, to thank the paramedics and those people from the Ambulance Association who are involved in helping with Ken Doughty's funeral on Saturday. Way to go, guys. It was a nice touch, and I know the Athabasca County and Lac La Biche people certainly appreciated the folks up the King's Head pub for looking after us and making that day a little bit easier. Thank you very much to all. So there you go. Sunshine on the way.
Sky Witness, courtesy Ed Tell. Look to us for roadside assistance on the information highway.
Can you say get your shovels ready?
Oh,
You say
no.
get a
I want to
band-aid?
say it.
You get a Band-Aid? You whacked that wall pretty
Yeah.
hard there,
No, it's
pal.
okay, really.
Okay.
I'm just toughening up to do battle with you later.
Time now for a preview of tonight's CTV News at 11. Here's Lloyd Robertson in Toronto.
From despair to acclaim, how suffering transformed the life of an incredible woman. A world-famous Canadian sculptor attributes her success to her battle with breast cancer. That story tonight on CTV News.
Catherine Mistel is inexcusably suntanned tonight and back from holiday. She has tonight's 11th hour. I don't suppose you'll be watching election stuff, will you, Kate?
Well, gee, no surprise there, right, Daryl? Of course, election stuff going to dominate our newscast at 11:30 tonight. But we're not just going to take a look at Edmonton. We're going to also take a look at the rest of the province, taking a look at some of the major cities, who the new mayors are there. You can join us for that coverage at 11:30. Right now, to the Eyewitness Notebook.
The Lotto 649 jackpot for Wednesday, October the 18th is $2.2 million.
Nature makes no compromises. Neither does Wildcat. Crisp, clean, naturally Canadian. Don't compromise. Easy drinking Labatt Wildcat. Now in dry, lager, and strong.